Hi there, my name is Lorne Risley, host of the Halcyon show. Thanks very much for joining me. If you're tuning in, you may be wondering why this isn't a full-fledged review. Simple answer is that I am really struggling to find the time to review games, but I've got a backlog of maybe 50 to 100 games of just a backlog that I'm never going to make it through unless I start producing content of some nature. What does that mean? First impression videos and Let's Plays. The bane of my existence, however, it would appear that they have their uses. So in this instance, I'm going to be getting back into reviewing games to at least a certain degree via this avenue, so I apologise because my lack of skill in gaming is going to become very apparent in these series of videos, so thank you very much for bearing with me in the interim period. But let's get to it then. That's enough of the segue. So let's kick off with a game that I have actually had some hands-on play with prior to playing this as a sort of a first impressions, I guess, or a Let's Play. This is called Golf Around. According to the Steam page, Golf Around is a multiplayer mini golf game with crazy golf courses. In addition, you can easily play and create custom levels. It was released on the 12th of December 2019, developed and published by Golf Around Studio, and it's currently available on Steam at a reduced price of £2.39, or normally £3.99, which is probably around the $7 or $8 mark. The reviews of the game at the moment would appear to be in 137 and is generally positive, very positive, as a matter of fact. To sum up the game very quickly initially from my perspective, this game clearly has been designed with a lot of emphasis placed on the user's input on the game rather than the gameplay itself, because the gameplay, as you're about to find out, is it's not the best mechanical golf game in the world. The feedback on it isn't great. The hit detection and the bounce of the ball isn't great. Yeah, quite frankly, I had more fun playing GTA 5's version of golf than this, but that is balanced with the customization element and the editor options that you'll see later on in the video. So let's get to it. Let's go into solo mode. Let's start. And normally it will load a course, it will load you a par. Super easy to get into. As far as the game's production is concerned, the graphics are nothing to write home about, and indeed the music, the sound design is minimalistic as well. So as you can see, presentation isn't, look, it does the job. You feel like you're on a mini putt course. I should explain, this doesn't feel like a proper golf course in essence. This feels much more like, again, a mini golf course. I will say, first impressions, because I played this game originally when it came out a year ago, and immediately I could notice the pigeons, or the seagulls over there, they're new. So the game has had some support after release, which is nice. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, the controls are in the top right hand corner, as you can see. Hold left click, push forward to charge. I didn't understand that, by the way. That always mystified me about the game, the fact that you have to push forward to charge rather than backwards like, I don't know, a swing. It just seems counterintuitive for a golf game. But anyway, if you've ever played games on Miniclip or Mousebreaker or Newgrounds, those kinds of golf games where it's all just angles and hit detection, you'll have this game sussed in no time. It's, once I would be staggered if the angles and power aren't somewhere on Steam for you to find to ace all of these holes in one go. Because frankly, that's how easy it is once you've played these holes enough to just go, right, pick some preposterous angle, hit it from there, and it'll go in. And this is kind of, it's in terms of mechanics and stuff, it is what it is. You occasionally get some reasonably interesting ideas, but you would hope so, because again, it is a golf game. Let's see if we can get in on this one. See now, interesting. There we go. This is where see the hit detection of this isn't great, because you get the impression here that it's meant to be scooping. There we go. Now we're up. Okay. Up to the top. Gets hit twice. Bounces. Doesn't have quite enough power. So yeah, that's a bad hole. Yeah, I'm about 5 strokes over par at the moment. The old Tony Hawk's hole. That was bad. But in terms of a game In fact, you know what? We're going to have to just old school this. If you've ever played, again, the old school mini-click games, you know what I'm about to do. It sounds counterintuitive, but sometimes you just got to hit the angle as hard as you can the other way. I'm not covering myself in glory. I did warn everyone at the beginning of this that, yeah, my gaming skills leave a lot to be desired. So, again, let's just hit it full power, see what happens. There we go, finally. I like the trail of smoke that the ball leaves behind, no matter what speed you hit it. And there we go. This is nice, isn't it? We're just having a fun time playing golf. But yeah, like I say, my main issues with this game is generally it's... I think, again, with any game, the key to selling it to people is giving it some character that excels to some degree. It doesn't matter what element it is. It can be the tautness of the mechanics. It can be the flamboyancy and the style. It can be a brand new gimmick. You know, I tell you what I've always wanted to see in a golf game. A golf game that has gadgets in either the club or the ball. Like, I like takes on sports games that have some kind of gimmick that adds something, or otherworldly, if you want to add fancy, like give them powers instead of mechanical things. I always think wacky races when I think that kind of thing. But I definitely think this game suffers from that kind of... Clearly, there's tons of mechanics to work with in terms of the course. Like, again, you can see this, you saw the slide earlier. I believe later on there are other moving obstacles and indeed other hazards and things of that nature. So it's not beyond the realm of the developer to produce something. This is yeah, this one's tricky, as you're about to see. Yeah, I think the 2D nature of this one in particular I don't like, because again, it's incredibly difficult to judge the bounce on these things. Anyway, I like the ball bouncing. Look at that. Look, there we go. Ah, well, par. I'll take it. But yeah, it's difficult to say much more about this game in this mode, because I happen to know, by the way, it's this hole here that you need to get it into. So that's why, if you're wondering why I'm not just aiming for the first hole, it's because I've played this hole before and I know I shouldn't have done that. Because, oh look, I got lucky. It's going to just take a little bit more power to get it up the hill. No, not enough. This time I'm not going to be as lucky, I don't think. No, got away with that one as well. So what was it, 30 odd? Let's try 40, 43. Sorry, OCD people. At least we got it up. Giggity. There we go, down the hole. See? Told you. You should have listened to me. And again, I'm not saying that it doesn't present a challenge, because clearly it does. You can see that it, you know. But again, the problem is... Maybe it's a bit harsh with the angles thing earlier. Frankly, there is more to it than just the old school minigames, because again, you have got a verticality to this game that those games lacked. Okay, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that with the right timing, he says as the ball bounces over the hole due to too much power. But the verticality isn't as easy to judge as I might like for a golf. I think that's the key with a golf game, is that you need to be able to judge things. The fact that there's no wind as well in a golf game seems a little bit reductionist. I think in this day and age it's not too much to ask to have a bit of wind, especially considering you've got seagulls. That's a nice touch though, the fact that you can see previous holes in the background. For instance, you can see that's the one we just played. Played that one as well. You can see the Ferris wheel across the way, so that's kind of neat. So it you know, it feels like an actual course. But just little things, like the fact that there's no characters in the game. There's no, I'm not saying narrative, but I feel like golf games, again, they have, and you know, there's no tension in golf games unless there's a competitive element, which in solo mode you just don't get. I will also say, by the way, that the time limit in the corner has never been a factor for me. I've never found it to be all that. You know, it just never was like, oh my god, I've only got 10 seconds to hit the thing. There was never a hole that became a worry for me. Look at the state of that. There we go. I've still got 7 more, so I've got to make the next 7 holes in one shot. Can he do it? Well, let's see. Oh, the walking chickens, yes. So as you can see, walking chickens. Ironically enough, just as scary as the running patients in Fear in Hospital, a review of mine that I did a while back. But you go judge it for yourself, they're just as terrifying. Oh dear, Ram's Head. Which way are we going? I see a hole there, but it isn't. Is it a trick? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's not make the same mistake this time. Let's plaster it. There you go. Lovely. Apparently it wouldn't have mattered either way, so never mind. Let's chip it over there. Oh, look at that. Par. Beautiful. But as you can see, pretty standard in terms of the golf game that it is. I believe I have to actually try and not hit that one in one time. As you can see, I have a vague... I think they may have even changed some of the holes over, because some of the holes I don't remember playing initially, whereas this one I do remember, because I remember trying to blast it and try and hit it in one go. Which I'm sure you could if there was a specific angle, but... Oh, and he gets it in one this time. See, look, just sometimes you can just get lucky, and it just carries you up. Although saying that, am I making progress up this? I hope I am. There we go. There is only the one hole, so, and then down the chute, and am I lucky enough to get it in? Boom, hole in one. Does that count? Does that mean I get a free pass now? I don't know. Now, what is going on here? I definitely don't remember this hole. That's a crossbow. I don't know what's going to happen here. Or is it just a... Oh, it might just be a gimmick. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do here, because... Let's just hit it over here and... What? What? Oh, okay, so you've got to hit it. Okay. Interesting. Right, so this is interesting. I'm glad I'm discovering this, because that is exactly the kind of character that you want to see in a game like this. Right, that's... I mean, you can maybe do a better thing of signposting it, seeing as there's no way to physically know that that's where you're supposed to hit it. Like... I mean, okay, but that's the sort of thing that, like I say, you like to see, because now it's got some... Now we're getting somewhere. That's a bit more like it. Yeah, okay. Let's try and chip it over the lot. Nope, not happening. What if you can just power it? Nope, not happening either. Let's just try and play it through. I haven't made a soft golf commentator joke. I feel like that's doing you guys a disservice. You guys. Oh god, I hate when Let's Players and live streamers do that. Hey guys, how we all doing? Like, and now I've sworn. Damn. I've got to remember not to swear on these videos. The YouTube algorithm is absolute murder these days. You just can't get away with doing anything. YouTube doesn't want you to have fun. Period. I know. Got to hit over there, I presume. Soundtrack isn't all that great either, by the way. It's standard synth stuff. And there you go. 24 shots over par. I am the best. But that gives you an idea of the kinds of holes that are available to you as you play. And I think that on balance, it's got more than it did originally, so I give it props for that. In terms of having more to it than just a standard layaway. I mean, granted, there are some interesting holes in there, but still, the vast majority of them still fall into the standard category. And I maintain that if you look at that logo, for instance, look at that logo, and you tell me that cartoony style of golf ball on fire with golf around exclamation mark has a lot more jovialness in it than the actual game does. Again, it's just one of those things where I get the impression that developers started off with an idea, developed to something else, put the two together even though they don't really mesh. This game would be a lot better if you promoted it as something that genuinely was supposed to be a laid-back, relaxed experience rather than a golf ball on fire, which invokes something along the lines of Crazy Taxi. But anyway, as far as what the game has to offer you, We read back to the About This Game section. Golf Around is a multiplayer mini-golf game with crazy golf courses. In addition, you can now easily play and create custom levels. New content is continually being developed. The features include online multiplayer and single player, a level creator with many community maps including a terrain editor, 7 built-in courses with 126 holes, village, dungeon, snowy lab, vaporwave, haven and steampunk. Crazy mechanics like katanas that can slice your golf ball in half, dragons that can set you on fire, or cannons that can blast you in the air. I presume the ball, not you personally. A wide variety of game options and modes such as shape mode, race mode and hardcore mode. Steam items to customize your ball, Steam achievements and much more to come. I want to see. Show me the katana stuff. I want to see the katana stuff. Oh, so here's a customization option. So mouse over for extreme, on or super. I want to see super. What does super mode mean? Alright. Menu. I want to see the katana stuff. I want to see katana. And customize the ball? Okay. Now we're getting crazy! I can't customize the trail apparently. I presume that's performance related because again, I suck. So let's go, right. Let's go on to something else. So that's the village. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on this game because maybe some of these other ones have crazy, maybe this is the character that I was lacking. Okay, let's try, I don't even know what Vaporwave is. Let's try that. It's a very challenging course where you can experience 80s aesthetic. All right, let's go in. Let's start this bad boy. It's already got more color to it. I'm not sure about the designs, but you know, hey, listen, beauty's only skin deep. Let's see what we got. Just taking its time now. Okay. We got more synth. We've got boom boxes. Purple sky. Lines for... Oh, they've copied and pasted. Okay. Okay. So what they've done there is... I'm not even sure what's going on there, but never mind. So, par 3. Let's just whack it and hope for the best. These blasted cassettes. Now, kids, if you're watching, cassettes... Well, what we used to use to listen to music, and it used to have 3, maybe even 4 songs on each side. That's used to what we used to have to make do with. I say we, I was in on the back end. I'm not quite old enough to remember when it came out, but I'm damn sure old enough to remember playing Now. That's what I call music 2000 and... No, it wasn't 2000. It would have been 97 or something. Right. I'm reticent to say... It's just... Oh, I see. Okay. I've got to go multiple ways. Oh, I think I might have gone the wrong way here. Let's give that a go. And there's the hole. This is 4th stroke, I think. So we're over par. Oh, and he's overhit it. Oh, diddly bumps. Well, look, it already looks more interesting now that I've got musical instruments strewn around the place, and it's not any... Well, they said it's a harder golf course, so we'll see what happens with that, but flips you over the top. That's kind of cool. See, I'm starting to see more imagination as far as the layouts of the course and the way it wants you to play, i.e. without fear. I think that's also the reason why I never struggle with the times that the game imposes on you. I'm only 3 strokes in and I've gotten 60% of my budget already. Just about. But it just, like I say, the way that the game plays, there's just not the need to play quickly, at least in my opinion. Sorry, there's not the need to really procrastinate over the shot. If you want to get really high scores, you can, but then again, it negates the need to really go mental with. Not sure how it was. Okay. Oh, the synth is it's not my I was really rather hoping for something a little bit more upbeat with this, but you know, whatever. It's fine. Oh, there's the... Do you know what? I know I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to be playing to win, but... It really does cut it in half. Okay. I was kind of hoping for something a bit more dramatic, but it promised katanas cutting balls in half. And I still made par. I'd have made that in -1 shot otherwise, so... There you go. Alright, what... Are they Japanese umbrellas? I think that's what they're supposed to be. Japanese motif has everything to do with the 80s synth stuff now, does it? Hokily dokily. I've balls that up. Because now I've got hope that that carries it. And it's not going to carry it enough. Never mind. Par anyway. Breezing through this one. But as you can see, the game does have a bit more character than I was giving it credit for earlier. And I guess that's why I'd have discovered that had I reviewed the game instead of giving it a Let's Play. Or a First Impressions, whatever the hell you want to call this. Because this is a First Impression. This is addressing some of the concerns I had. It still doesn't do anything with the design. I mean, that's not great. Let's be honest with ourselves. I get the idea they're going for. In fact, I think I have a very similar background that I pitched for DGN back in the day. However, it does not look good. That does not look good. Anyway, let's play. Let's just whack it and hope for the best. There we go. The hole's going to be over there, so let's go that way. Oh, oh, you toyed with my expectations there, game. You toyed with them. Do you know what? Let's play it down the hole, because that's the worst that could happen. Oh, wait, so I tap it in and the ball just rolls. Okay, alright, yeah, that seems perfectly fair. I will say one thing though, even with this, the change of background and the crazy way that I've curled my ball, it's got to be said that the game still has a relaxing feel to it, which again kind of goes against the idea of golf around. Like this thing of, hey, it's such a crazy game, you know? It's like, the ball's red now. So crazy. I wasn't even trying to hit par there. It's supposed to be a really hard course, I thought. The dreaded katana is back. I was really rather hoping the katana... Oh, you cheeky git. That counts as a stroke, does it? All right. Whatever, game. I'm playing by your rules. Let's play that there. Oh! Touche! It got me. It got me. Am I out of the range of the katana sword? No. Oh, dearie me. I made fun of... It's like the game knows now. It's like, you think the katana sword isn't a threat? Well, Lorne son, how wrong you are. That cost me 3 shots. I'd have been on for par there. The koi carp as well. Was this is Japanese 80s synth really that well known? I feel like I only discovered that this year. Maybe I am the old one in the room to a certain degree, but still the young one in the room more often than not. Now, I'm not going to be able to get away with putting this one off of both walls. I've got to play this nice and flat. Overplayed it, damn. As you can see, I'm trying not to play it at the angle, because if you play it at the angle, you're going in, and this is going to be the same. So I've got to be real careful in the approach here. That's way too hard, but he gets away with it. I can't get over that sun. That sun is so bad. Right. Now, let's go. I can't see. Press C for free camera. Oh, so I can look. Oh, yeah, look. Hi. I'm a golf ball. I've got to hit in less than 3 shots. Why would you need to see it from there? Why would you... Like, you can't hit it from here. Why would I want to see it from the perspective of the golf ball? That is so mystifying. I have so many questions. Right. Let's not quite go 100. Let's go 83. Come on. Par. Anyway, 5 more. And then we'll call this game a game. I will say one thing again. From what I've seen of the... Oh dear. Moving platform. From what I've seen of the original game when it was released, and it's now... It is more polished. It's clearly got more content. I can't say that the mechanics have been necessarily sharpened up all that much. They still have some of the problems. And again, I would argue that the cumbersome nature of the fact that you've got to scroll forwards instead of backwards I'm sure there's a mechanical reason for it during testing that they decide ergonomically. It just doesn't feel natural to me. I think that you've got to be able to, you know... Oh, there we go. How's about this? We'll just go this way then. We'll go around them all. And just avoid them all. Ah, so you would have... Yeah, you would have gone in anyway. See, look, even when I'm not trying to be amazing, I am amazing. Oh, Kenny... Oh, do you know what? I am amazing. I really am. But anyway, as far as the mechanics go, again, it does its job. I'm not saying it's not a good game in the sense of does it feel good to play when you're playing golf? Yeah. I just think again, it's even with all of this, it still lacks just that little bit of extra character, just that little bit of extra craziness. Whatever it is, you just got to give the game something that makes it quintessentially your own. And I just don't think this game has enough of that. I might actually even make power on this, who knows? Let's just thwack it and hope for the best. That was not a good tactic. But as you can see, on a game that originally I didn't give much credit to, the developers have continued to support it. And you can't really say much fairer than that. When a developer continues to support a game like this, knowing that perhaps it doesn't have a great offering up front, or it might, you know, some people might be put off by... Look, I'm not all that perturbed by the aesthetic, all right? I'll let a game go if the aesthetic of it isn't all that great, or all that polished, or all that detailed, or the assets seem a little cobbled together, which is a critique I would level at this game. It doesn't look like it's a seamless piece of game design, but I understand what the game developers were going for, and to that end, I can respect the fact that they've done the best with what they've got at their disposal. And I would say that ultimately, it's not the worst experience in the world. Far, not even close to one of the worst games I've ever played. As a matter of fact, it's a reasonably solid game. In terms of glitches and stuff, not really experienced anything that I would consider to be a glitch. Not really found anything I'd consider to be a game breaker. Look at that, double bogey. That's an improvement of 24. It's only 9 this time. See, I'm getting better. And that was on a harder course, quote. But yeah, so, Golf Around. It's available now. And considering the price point, if you like golf games with, you know, it's a good solid core, but if maybe lacking a little bit in that wow factor that maybe you would want from a golf game when there's plenty of free ones, and I haven't trawled Steam for them. I'm sure there's going to be a million golf games. As a matter of fact, let's just type golf into the Steam engine and see what comes up. Yeah, apparently there's a Star Wars one. God. So you've got golf with your friends. What the golf? Golf it! The Golf Club VR, Resort Boss Golf Management, Perfect Golf, Golftopia, Worms, Crazy Golf, Tea Time Golf, just to name a few. And nestled in amongst it is Golf Around. Now, what has to be said is that Golf Around is actually, by far, at least by the looks of things, the cheapest option. The only other games that are comparable in terms of price, a game called Mini Golf, albeit the reviews on that one seem not quite as good, and the aesthetic of it, even though it looks more detailed, looks more cartoony. I'm not sure the game's going to benefit from that. Let's have a look. Golf for work groups, I'm not too sure what that is. That does not. Yeah, again, Golf Around probably looks like a better alternative to that. VR Golf. Again, that sounds like a good idea. And then you've got to go back to 2018, 17 for other golf games. So in terms of its contemporaries, even though I probably don't have a glowing review of this game, or even a glowing first impression of this game, I would say that probably on balance, it's probably one of your better choices if you're going to pick a golf game to play at the moment. It's for the most bang for your buck. I mean, when you look at this from this perspective, so you've got, let's just go here. So I believe it was something like 15 holes, something along those lines. Let me just bring that back very quickly. Let's just bring that back. How many holes did it say it had? It had 126 holes. Okay, you've just seen me play 2 sets on the golf courses. So 12 each, I believe it was. 12 holes a piece. You know, that took me a good 20 minutes, half an hour. Times that, so yeah, you've got 4 hours worth of gameplay, and that's just on the holes. And again, the replayability comes into the games like this because now you're trying to get it to par, to get it under par, to get holes in ones, all that good stuff. And then you've got the customization mode, which I'm not going to trial for you now, because when it comes to customization, I just can't. But if I had to guess, screw it. Let's just click on it and see what we're, in for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. I really can't. But when I miss days when games they were just given to you. Just here, play our game. We hope you enjoy it. As a matter of fact, it's not. It's not happening. So we'll leave it there. So there you go. Golf around. What do you think? Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below, and by all means, stick around for more videos in the future when I return to the Halcyon show after a very long hiatus over at Defunct Games on Defunct Games News, a news channel that I've been piloting, and also on Two Beard Gaming, where I've been moonlighting, doing some reviews over there. So feel free to go check out both of those things if you'd be so kind. In the meantime, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. Check out some of my other content that I've got coming, including content on DGN and indeed on Two Beard Gaming. It's been a long time. It's nice to be back, so I sincerely hope everyone's taking care of themselves, and indeed I will see you guys. I did it again. Stop it. I will see you, the person that is sitting listening to this right now, you sexy bastard. I will see you on the next episode of the Halcyon Show.